Right, all morning we've been showing you quick dishes and speedy suppers, but now, time to slow things down a little. Get down some lovely slow cooking with JC Novelli. What's on the menu, JC?
Well, today we've got pork belly. And what I want to do is to braise it very slowly with some dry cider. I'm going to use a little bit of spice like star anise.
Star anise?
Some fennel seed, a touch of sugar, of course, and some beef cube.
Beef cube. Okay? Now, pork belly, and a lot of people won't use pork belly because they think it's far too fatty. But we as chefs love pork belly, don't we? I mean,
absolutely.
It's melting. You cook it long and slow so the fat comes out. And it's delicious. I think it's one of the best cuts.
Absolutely. And the most important thing with this cut is the fact that this is the top, obviously, but the fat. I actually took the rind off.
Right.
Put a very hot pan on the hob. Turn this over, and let the fat melting very, very slowly.
Yeah.
Now, what's happened is we get the colors.
Yeah.
Now, the second thing is seasoning, very important, always. Okay. Even a bit of salt. Now, what I want to do is to introduce this with, as I said, some spices. I feel very nostalgic because the smell coming out reminds me when I was a kid, by the way.
Is it?
Therefore, believe it or not, I'm going to put some star anise, and this is amazing. If you don't like that type of spice, you can use licorice.
Right.
You can use nutmeg and so on. I'm going to put those seeds.
Fennel seeds on the top.
Okay. Then, this is very important. The cider has to be absolutely dry, not
very dry. Okay. And why is that particularly?
Well, I believe there is a lot more core into the power of that how can I say that, the liquid. Okay?
So that's deglazing the pan, getting all the lovely flavours going to drip down from the pork there.
Now, every time you use some kind of alcohol, you have to add a touch of sugar.
Just a touch?
Just no more.
So that's why you didn't use sweet cider, but you just put a little tiny bit of sugar
in. That's right.
Yeah?
Now, the tip is I'm going to put some cube. You can use chicken cube or ox cube.
Yeah.
And
cubes.
I should be diluting that with water, but I don't want to bring more water because the thing is, the whole idea is to put it in the oven very quickly and let it glaze slowly. Okay?
Okay.
Therefore, you're going to put it in the oven?
I'm going to put it over there.
Before you do so, there's an addition of things like onions. This is optional, but onions never is quite harmless.
They're always good, aren't they?
Now, you can put some garlic.
Yep.
There we are, like this. You don't have to chop them too much. You want the garlic to release the flavor very slowly. Yeah, like this. Then I'm going to put some more seeds.
A little bit more fennel seed.
Some herbs, of course. We can't do without herbs. I've got some thyme. You can put some bay leaves or rosemary. And this should be melting, cooking very slowly, braising in oven for...
Now, halfway through, would you sort of turn the pork over?
Yes, if you can, yes.
I'll put that one there for the moment.
Perfect.
I've got one in the oven for you.
Absolutely. Now, logically speaking, if you let it braise very slowly, you should end up with something which is absolute.
We turned the oven off earlier for you, so we just let it rest there. Look at this.
Thank you.
Remove that bit of paper. Whoa.
And this is the great thing about this recipe is
stuff.
You are dealing with something which is naturally and very. Look at this. The sauce.
Oh, it's like gluey.
And the dry cider make that lovely effect and that powerful taste. Now, what I want to do is to serve it with some kind of
potato,
side potatoes, which is called pomme boulangère. Pomme boulangère are basically sliced potatoes, onions, some herbs and some stock. Okay?
Yeah.
What I want to do is to make it a little bit more original. Therefore, the idea is to have a dish, an oven dish, a bit of butter, put your sliced potatoes. I suggest you don't keep your sliced potatoes in water, otherwise you lose the starch.
Yeah.
Now, halfway, you put some kind of... those onions have been just softened.
Sweat it off with a tiny bit of colour there.
Then, what I want to do is to add some cabbage leaves. Now, there's different options. You can actually sweat them with some olive oil or some duck fat oil.
Yeah.
Now, the cabbage will give extra flavors, some different textures. Then we put back the potatoes. Take your time. I mean, there's no... It's quite a classic. It's a French classic, believe it or not. And I'm trying to put the rest of it. Now, the idea is to put your stock into it.
Now, you sliced your potatoes quite thin.
Yes.
So they cook much quicker, yeah?
Absolutely. I'm going to show you exactly what I believe will cook in something like 50 minutes. It's that size, yeah? Okay. Now, obviously, because I'm crazy about cheese, I'm going to put a little bit of cheddar on the top. Make sure you got enough stock just in the same level of the potatoes.
Of course, this isn't a classic. We said earlier, you know, you're going to have a little twist on it. That's the cheese and the cabbage, yeah?
Yes.
And normally would be beef stock. You're using a much lighter stock there.
That's fine.
That
Goes in oven, and that will take a good 15 minutes. Now, what's happening is, the great thing is you can prepare, put things in oven, go away somewhere, whatever, you come back, and it's cooked. Now, I'm going to show you a tip, which is... First, I would like to see the result of this beautiful potatoes.
I'll put it on there for you.
Thank you.
Take that
now, you look at this.
Oh.
I mean, we need a rotation. Huh?
Absolutely.
Now, before, because we're dealing with pork, and we want to make sure, you might be impressed by the color, but you've got to make sure the pork is cooked. Therefore, the only way you can do so is to plunge a knife like this very slowly, and just take it off, and you can see clearly. It's been detached, there is no marks, and the pork belly is actually cooked. Now, I'm going to show you another tip, which is very simple.
Quick tip.
Yes. First, we're going to move this into... Would you like to slice this? Yeah?
I'll slice you a slice for you. A couple of slices, yeah?
Look at the onions are glazed completely with the cider. Now, if you want the sauce, or your gravy, or your juice, melting even more on your plates, yeah? I think it'll be a shame to cut this gratin, okay? I'll give you an idea. You put your pan back on the stove, yeah?
Yep.
And you add a little bit of olive oil. And this is going to allow a little bit of glossy, glazed, beautiful, shiny flavors. Now you can see I'm panicking because I actually realized...
What have you realized?
I'm trying to make it as well as my mother.
Here's a wooden spoon. She wouldn't use a metal spoon.
Now,
your mum would use... She'd use a wooden spoon.
Of course, okay. Now I've been told off.
I'm going to scoop a bit of this because I have to see.
I'll let you go for it. Now you can see clearly the sauce is incredible.
Wow.
If I can have a spoon.
You may. Look at that.
And I think it's important that the cider has gave that wonderful flavor, and also the sweetness of the sugar gave that fantastic mix. Yeah. Now the potatoes will release a little bit of sauce.
Shall I put a nice slice on for you?
Absolutely. And then we're going to put a sauce on the top, and that's it.
It looks gorgeous.
It says it. Now, as we know, usually pork belly is about 13 pounds in weight. Don't be scared. You can always use the other side and use the ribs, or you can make a salad the next day or something.
Absolutely.
Now you can see clearly the touch of olive oil has low. Look at this lovely glaze effect. And that's it. You don't need more.
You don't need more.
Et voilà, table 10, ça marche.
Beautiful stuff. Wow. Looks excellent, doesn't it? You